Every man. And I am a strong believer in destiny. Yeah. Me believe, yeah, say if you live your life a certain way, certain things will happen to you. Your destiny is not compelled from your born. So your destiny is not one track. You can change things in your life. Yeah, man. You get that option to make decision that will and can change your destiny. That's why you have to rule your destiny. Morning, Paul. Big up yourself. You don't link me with you. So, when me I send my people that when we choose, we have to choose wisely. Because look here, no man. I challenge anybody this morning. I attempted to get some guests on this morning, you know. And I say, you know, we just have to the challenge this morning. That as it relates to crime, our leaders have lost the plot. Now we are in crisis and we need help. So I said to the leaders them this morning, I am ready to help you. I am ready to tell you what to do to start have the murder rate in Jamaica trending down. And I called on the Prime Minister this morning and I said, Prime Minister, understand the things them what you say. Because you said it, you know, that we don't have the capacity to deal with crime. And you say we can't deal with it without some extraordinary measures. But, Sir Prime Minister, the way you call the state of emergency tells me that it's just a facade. Some people are in the space, in the media space, saying that it is a political ploy to get the PNP to vote against it because election is in the air. And I say to people that if that is your opinion of my Prime Minister, that my Prime Minister would play a political game with crime by just calling a state of emergency, that the opposition would come out against it and win the local government election, then that is a damning statement. I don't think my Prime Minister is playing any game with crime. No. We are in a crisis and the Prime Minister mentioned it and I agree. And I challenge anybody to deny that this country is in a crisis. And I will also say that this country might need a state of emergency or states of emergencies. Because the argument that we just call a state of emergency and people going quiet, not hold no water no more. We have called too many states of emergency. And therefore, people just see it as another thing. In fact, people just know, so when you call state of emergency, you see a whole heap of man on the place. And the people of Westmoreland, they are saying that they don't see a whole heap of police. And the senior superintendent of police, Stephanie Lindsay, has said that don't expect no whole heap of boots. Or no whole heap more boots because the same numbers we're working with. Now somebody call the Prime Minister because in another few minutes I am going to lay out the thing what the Prime Minister needs to do right now and start see crime trending down. Because we don't only criticize the thought of our government failing fears me. So I don't want a guy come look for me and say, wait for PNP or tell PNP. I go here for go one side with them thinking there. With your political thinking, politicizing crime. I am a citizen of Jamaica and a patriotic citizen. So when I say to the Prime Minister, here are some ideas, it is for the betterment of my country and my people. I cannot afford to see Jamaica fail. Some of you just want to see it fail Some of you don't matter once it's your party in power. If it crash, once I your party, I drive, everything alright. I can't afford for it crash. I don't plan for going away chungy. I plan to stay right here, so. I want to be safe. And crime is ripping up this country. So I can't wait till PNP come in power for crime start trending down. So I go and tell the Prime Minister what to do. And I said to the Prime Minister that if the force is short of manpower, take 1,000 members from the Jamaica Defense Force. These are 1,000 men and women who would already be trained in a lot of the areas. So within 8 weeks, you give them the necessary training and continue refresher. So in 8 weeks, you add that 1,000 soldiers to the force. And you know that in the army, you have the reserves. So if you want, you can deal with them like the reserves, that they are still JDF members. But you know, reserve, they are allowed to go out and work otherwise. So you make them police officers. So they get the police salary and they still have the army remuneration to lean back on in terms of benefit. Mr. Prime Minister, this is a prime opportunity for you to give the police a significant increase in salary right now, without a whole heap of noise from any other sides. Because the police, they are on the front line. We have been attacked, you know, by criminals. And those of you who don't understand what is happening in Jamaica, you don't need to be able to shut on the mouth and listen if you don't have nothing to say. These are serious times. And someone who live a foreign, we attack. I not take away no citizenship, but me I said to you, say, if you don't understand what going on in Jamaica, just chill, man. And those of you who are paid by the government to attack people on social media, you must also look what you're attacking. And I said to you, I dare you all to attack the arguments and stop attacking people. Because we're not afraid of people, you know. We're not afraid of people. Jesus Christ, a king, rule all things. Yeah? So therefore, this country, Jamaica, is my birthplace, my island home. And I want to see my country prosper. Yes, prosperity, we want to see. And we now see the prosperity right now. When the Prime Minister have a call a state of emergency in 7 police division, you think it's joke business that? What is that saying in a country? We used to watch Beirut and Lebanon and then place them on TV. Militarized state. Long time I tell you upon this show here, you know, Larry, that if we go and see crime trend down in this country, Pablo, out of Black Hill, we have to start go after the criminals. We have to start attacking criminals. I mean, we are telling about reprisal. Somebody dead for you, so somebody must dead for your next man. Listen, man. The government and the security forces need to take over the country. And I said to you, Mr. Prime Minister, if you need to turn the whole army in our police force, or give the army power of arrest. Yeah? But you also need to know the strategies to use, Mr. Prime Minister. I mean, I talk to the security minister, you know. Of course, cross-training can work. I not talk to the security minister, you know. I not talk to the commissioner of police. Because in my view, the man is just dead. The Prime Minister, I take advice. I will know that, Andrew, that you're taking advice. I don't know if you're taking the wrong ones or the right ones because I don't know what you're getting. So I'm ensuring that you get it. So increase the police force by taking some members from the JDF. Allow the JDF to go on a major recruitment drive to bring about their numbers. But you need more police right now. When you call a state of emergency now, Prime Minister, a long time you're telling you, know, all I want to carry my name, you don't tell them that you don't carry the right message. When you call a state of emergency, you must call it in a specific area. And when the state of emergency is called, it cannot be just by name, it must be by action. Because the security forces must go in now and search everybody, good and bad. I never said detain everybody. I said search. Because we need the guns and we need the criminals who are hiding. So therefore, if criminals are hiding, they must hide in bush, deep woods, and make them shoot wild out. Because we're going to be in this space, dominating the urban space. So when you call a state of emergency, Mr. Prime Minister, you call it in a radius where you have more security forces in there than citizens. Or maybe equal. So everywhere you look, police and soldiers in there. And they are searching, they are working. We're digging down fence corner, digging up garbage heap, searching toilets, searching playfield, church, everything. Yeah? And here's one more key piece of item. A key piece of item that I am telling you, my people, will see the murder rate in Jamaica trending down. And that's what we need right now. You need the long-term policies. All the social intervention, they are needed. But right now, you have to start putting criminals on the run. Get criminals on their back. Right now, we are under attack. And our leaders don't have a clue. So may I tell you, the solution, the right here, so within 6 months, we can start see crime trending down. I'm going to challenge anybody. Yeah, man. It is not hard, it need will. And before I draw about the tune, I remember EP was reminding me the other day. Remember I called a radio host one day. Just after they had did some polygraph testing and some new recruits for the Jamaica Constabulary Force. And I said to the host, it is also time that our politicians take polygraph tests. If you don't want to take it as an MP, you should take it as a member of the cabinet. Polygraph tests. Because somebody said to me that, oh, you'll get rid of the corruption in the force. And the corruption, but the corruption is at high places too. And we have to start making up our minds what is it that we want as a people. If we want a safe society or if we want a gangster community. What is it that you want?
You don't know here together the same thing. Lenny I said so. You don't know a real backlogs, you see me? You know. Suddenly some friends became a foe for reasons that I know. Said to us it's a waste of time. Let's step it up on crime. But I'm a warrior for the divine. Fighting a spiritual war for peace. Hypocrite relax. Dress back, shock off my real backlogs. Hypocrite relax. Dress back, shock off my real backlogs. Know that the war is on. Chaka famous in command. So warriors arise. Now is the appointed time. Go forth, oh winners of souls. Enough there's a victory, I'm sure. So hypocrite relax. Trace back, Shaka fame my real backlogs. Hypocrite relax. Trace back, I'm on a real backlogs. Hypocrite relax. Trace back, Shaka fame my real backlogs.
Styles of a morning, Styles, morning.
Morning, Shaka.
Well, go on.
I mean, I think the way how we approach crime in Jamaica.
You have credit can hold a little bit, because I'm the right on the break. So I don't want to start up. I'm going to take the break.
Yeah.
So we can talk after that, alright?
Okay.
You're listening to Styles FM. The time is 9:30.
Are you looking for quality home decor at competitive prices? Then visit Smiley's Home. Centrally located at shop number 10, City Center Plaza, Harbor Street, Port Antonio. It's the perfect place.
Those of Native Broadcasting.
I go in front the public eye. Yes, real recognize real. When you speak.
So yeah, Roel Reid now, former Minister of Education. And he was allowed to sit down on special leave. And me say, a breach the right there, so. There has to be a breach. You realize that it is not even called just leave. It is referred to as special leave. Now if you get special leave, my people, to carry out a specific function over time, and you have not carried out that function, or you resign from the job to carry out that function, that can only mean one thing, that you return to your substantive post. This argument about who no want back and who no want to go back, that should have fledged out from the day after he resigned as minister. And too much wanton waste of taxpayers' money is taking place in this country. And then the government is crying out for a lack of funds. Something not right. The country is not being managed properly. There's a management deficit in the country. The team that is leading is showing lots of signs of incompetence. Jamaica, this, you know, we don't have no only extra for your dash so much. And I cringe every day to the amount of issues with funds in the Ministry of Education. When we are talking about crime, and all the research shows that if you have an educated population, a trained population, the crime rate goes down. And we're not deciding to educate and train this population, we're having a problem. Talk to me, Carla.
Morning.
Blessings, brother.
Let me ask you a question, brother.
Yeah.
Me talk about all kind of something. You talk about the Roselle Fall today?
No, I'm not going out yet. I mention it, but I'm not going out.
No, I'm deliberately because to find out, to remind us, you know.
Because you see where Roselle Falls is concerned?
Yeah.
Again, it comes back to government incompetence and government wanting to ram things down people's throat, you know. We talk about the EIA process. And what I am understanding now is that that public consultation that normally happens with the EIA has been removed. So what they literally did was remove people, say, from the EIA and Roselle Falls, and they have that kind of consultation. We would have known from day one that the people don't want that to be touched. Sometimes when people are plan engineer, them not think about them kind of part of the thing there. And it's when you come to that public consultation that the man on the ground will say to you, remember this.
Well, maybe what them call public consultation, you know, brother, is probably to go have a meeting with the municipal authority.
That is not the EIA public consultation.
And with a presentation, because
no.
I understand say a certain member will represent NWA in a communication, the consultation was obtained.
I heard that, and I heard a member from the municipal corporation also saying that that was not so.
Well, these are about that. But what I'm saying, outside of Roselle Falls alone, because I just one part that they beat you, but see me, and every time they get a chance to beat you, but because you were advocating the local contractors to work. I heard a voicemail the other day from somebody, so this gun, so I don't know if that's sent.
No, but look here. Me not go blame local contractors, and I tell you why. And I'll tell you who I'll blame. Hold on, I'll tell you who I'll blame. I lay the blame at the feet of the government, because the government, if you give me a piece of work to do, brother, and you give me a time to do it, you know. So you give 8 local contractors parts of the road, and you give them the same time frame. You put everybody to work at the same time, so the contractors have a time frame to work within, so everybody had to dig up every at the same time. It's the government fault.
But remember, you know, when I said to you that this methodology is incorrect, you advocated strongly for local contractors.
No, man. That is not what I was talking. I was talking about the opportunity for local contractors to bid for the Montego Bay bypass. You see, I advocate for the government to open up entertainment. I advocate for local contractors, but I don't advocate for the government to do things like them not have no thinking power.
But hold on, man. Without fairness to the government is not the executor and the monitor. The monitor, no. They have to be at the national work stage.
No, but brother, hold on. And the government split up the contract, you know. And the NWA split up the contract, you know. A politician split up the contract, you know. A politician give the NWA the timeline where they want to work, you know.
But here's my thing. With all that is being done, the wish to be quite back with them. To be, brother, it's like when you get the road, you never get a cheer gas, but like when you get the road start, you're alright.
But listen.
Yeah,
listen. But now I'll tell you, say, me not happy. I am happy that the road is being done, and I am willing to give them some leeway to do the work, because I see work happen. Not to my satisfaction, and I have expressed that.
The people in my center, Mr. Bell, what was happening yesterday? What's the name? In a quarantine.
Hold on, Jed. I know the people in my center, Barcelona feel it.
Well, I'm not here, man. People in my center, man. What was happening yesterday? If I have a traffic authority out there, what am I stop people at check for? All these guys have at 5 kilometers per hour. Your front end mash up. No vehicle at center right now not supposed to push.
No, but a long time me I said, no examiner not supposed to check no vehicle on the road there.
Right? So the wickedness continues, bro.
Talk to me. So
the domino effect. The road is not complete. You dig up, you widen, you put in. I remember me I drive through St. Thomas, brother, in one truck. And I brought it back to face the eye of the truck because I can't see with all my shake up. So if it can't hold on the bus, it don't make no sense. So I can't take it. There's some of the people who are doing every single solitary day.
Brethren, it is a pain. Because I tell you something, from Fairhill to Port Antonio now, you know, it's 2 hours, you know.
Yeah, man. I don't reach Portland yet. I just saw the person do the vice mayor one year. I'm not saying no to them, put me up, boy, Mr. Bell, we are talking to Mr. Bell for a long time, and Mr. Bell are dragging foot. Like, now when I say you get contract in a brother. Come here, your mouth.
Lord have his mercy. But look here.
Me go in now, we get the contract in and the first circumstance, but you don't want that, you know. No, I just don't, you know. But me ask you, brother, you see, when I have nobody answering questions,
then
because I'm disappointed in about Portland and St. Thomas people, in that the boy, they are not being vocal about the problems they have. They are about that. When it's something new,
no, but we must admit, though, you know.
A rear side mirror, we make a liquor.
Yeah, man.
People are war to lick the asphalt with it.
Yes, yeah. People are sinking at the wall. But listen, I want the people of East Portland to realize now that we have absolutely no representative around here. Nobody representing us.
Sir, I can't agree with you.
So we are there.
What I'm saying to you.
You have you just said a while ago. Nobody answering the questions. You have questions.
Yeah, but
we employ some people that's supposed to facilitate these kind of things.
No, but here's my difference. Because when I make an assumption, say I talk about member of parliament, when you make representatives.
I'm not only member of parliament, we have councillors and mayors.
But me always say, this is what me always say now. I think it is ridiculous She was councillor or member of parliament and speak on technical matters which they have no competent speaker.
And I am not suggesting that they do. Remember the word, hold on, caller. I am not suggesting that they do. Remember what we just said a while ago. They are supposed to be facilitating these kind of discussions.
But not for the time, even in the municipal meeting them. They just come up and they say something and then the following month, the following everything. 2 years past, something for the minister now move. It now move. Because what I'm learning now, and I don't know if it is a fact, is that the NWA has been removed, not by the municipal corporation or not, has been removed from going to meetings at parish councils. They'll never choose a right party board.
Why?
So who will answer the question?
But why? We are going to find out that. I will check that.
I hear it say no. But that is something, but my force, I think, is credible.
Well, me have councillor friend who me can call.
Right? So if NWA not did it, how much has the party minutes been for NWA for years now? Who are when I take them off of the minutes?
NWA, hold on. What are you saying? That NWA no longer goes to the public sitting of the municipal corporations right across Jamaica?
But Mr. Stutter, but when me that said that a while ago, I never stutter.
No man, just a reach home now.
Oh.
it just reach home now. But I have never heard any councillor in Mia talk about that.
Alright.
Well, make a call.
Research it, and if that is true, then you have to ask the question now, go back to where you have about representation. So, who if them now, if them can't get the data?
Who will get it?
Who will get it? Something right with this construction project, brother.
Well, take a break. Take a break, soon come. If I get the understanding, you're saying that if the government accepted that Mr. Reid was still being paid a salary and still on leave, the whole government needs to be investigated on criminal charges. Me have a problem from right this up. Caller, come on.
Yeah, man. So, you have a part in a life, so. Well, when we drive past it one at a time, I say, how the road just narrow up, so. Then they put in some curb and channel. Well, quick enough.
Yeah.
So it's like the boy, the contractor then get the design, and is it that the design incorrect, or they don't read the design right?
And I'm having to dig your back.
Dig your back.
Me hear the voice note where I talk about, you know, when the man say, oh, them put in sidewalk.
And dig up back on this side. I write, it's not the same part, but I write what I like to do. So right across from what mechanic space, like then the body work and so right after. So there's a drive, as I come out a retreat,
Yeah.
and the road just narrow upon you. And then by the time you reach a goal, let's show you why it's not back there.
Yeah.
Some of the commissioners boy said, hold this. This is the most cause upset when I just a sweet city road that comes through.
Yeah. And it just lock up back.
It just lock up back and after them, you know, and then you see the road, the curb that them dig out.
Brother, let me
So
tell you
after
something.
them, hold apart, they got these questions, we want to hear answers, you know, is it that they were paid, and then them find them why the design wrong, and they must go do it over, and they must be paid, or they follow it, or they were just read the wrong thing, and then now get paid, and they must get paid twice. Because when I look at the curb block, and I said, Jack, don't start. Then I follow the roadside, one can hold like shop.
Let me tell you something. This government have no respect for the people of St. Thomas and the people of Eastern Portland. No respect. How the thing is been dealt with. But, I decide to just swallow my spit.
The quality of work is questionable. You can't tell that. Drive on the the North Coast Highway, and you feel smooth road.
So, one to the piece of me is a pave. You drive on it already?
Yeah, the drive on it, one of the pieces of the drive on it.
How it feel?
It feels more bad.
Alright, brother. A little more. We'll take some more, Carl. 453-1444-954-338-7973. No respect for the people of St. Thomas and the people of Eastern Portland. That's what is happening. Because when you look at the suffering that the people facing right now, and know that the original plan was that we would have gotten a brand new road, where we wouldn't be going through this level of suffering under the construction of the new road. Talk to me. Talk to me, caller. Don't know what happened to your phone. I figure your phone, you know. So, the thing mess up. Education is costly. And it's only worth pursuing if there's realistic prospect of reasonable employment. Let me see what someone on to, you know. More upon it on one line that, yeah, prospect of reasonable employment. In the end, Jamaica educate many. Hold on, let me take the call. Talk to me, caller.
Good morning.
Blessings, welcome.
I want to voice a concern.
Yes, man.
I see where I don't know what is your topic this morning. But
Come on, we talk about anything, man. Talk to me.
I see there is a meeting scheduled for the development of
Winifred Beach.
Winifred Beach.
Oh yes, oh yes, oh yes.
But the meeting is organized to be held at the Neville Antonio Park.
Yeah.
Why it couldn't be Ponciana Park? This is where it matters.
Yeah, go on talk.
The people, it matters to the people of Hill.
Yeah.
If you did have a beach development at Shanshai Beach, you couldn't get that of Hill.
That is true. You have a point, you know.
I don't understand that.
You have a point. Why you're having a meeting, yeah, about the development of Winifred Beach. Winifred Beach is important to the parish, and I want to agree with that. But I would more go with you and say that meeting should be at Ponciana Park. Fully agree.
It should be at Ponciana Park.
It look like them are taking it from the people.
Huh?
It look like them are insuring some whole heap of people from Fairhill to come.
It looks like they don't want to see the people from here.
Well, make we load it up this morning and tell everybody from Fairhill that there is a meeting put on by TEF, Tourism Enhancement Fund.
Yes.
And it's going to be Sunday, tomorrow, 2 o'clock it will start to 5 o'clock them say, at Neville Antonio Park.
Oh, you can't have such a meeting. Oh, you can't. Oh, I need to talk to people from Tepar. Oh, you can't have such a meeting at Port Antonio.
Well, make sure you are there tomorrow. Make sure you turn up.
I'm not sure if I can turn up because bus here is a challenge. Bus here is a challenge.
I know you can't find your bus fare.
You can't say that. Bus here, the thing is that this thing is affect the people of Fair Hill.
It is wrong for you.
Remember, you know, you have 3 major housing schemes around this area, you know.
Yes.
And it affects all of those people, you know.
Yes.
Oh, you can take it. Oh, you can take it to and the wider Fairhill community. Oh, you can take this thing away from the people and carry on. I just don't understand.
Me agree with you, know. Me share your concern.
Me just don't understand.
Me share your concern. That meeting belongs at Ponciana Park.
Why can't I have a Ponciana Park?
Yes. Since you will keep it outdoor, Ponciana Park
have enough
should be the place.
Social distance, man.
Then Ponciana Park not bigger than Neville Antonio Park, man.
So
Are about the same size.
Me not, but you see the problem. Me not know. Most of them something apart past their peers.
But it come back to what we've been talking about, you know. Nobody talks to the people.
No.
Nobody talks to the people.
No, but
so it's just a take this, hold this, take this.
The people no matter, you know. The people no matter where you think that you get what you get where you deserve. Nobody not discuss nothing with you. But me not know. It's like how we see the people them a Sansan. I first me hear them ball. Because blue hole are teared up.
But you see, and that's why them sidestep the public sitting of the EIA. I can't understand how that take that out of the whole EIA thing.
Yeah.
Shaka, is the public aware of the details in the form of Minister of Education contract? I don't know. I don't know, my brother. But what I am saying to you, and tell me if you disagree with me, Carla, the minute the minister resigned as Minister of Education.
No, not the minute him resign, man. And the minute him resign, you know, at the minute it is alleged that he's a criminal.
No, but what may I say, as it relates to the leave, the special leave from JC, how you get special leave to do a job? You resign from the job and sit over your yard and still a collect? Isn't that fraud?
Man.
Me I ask a question. I call my lawyer friend when they never want to talk about it. Never want to answer me upon it. Little bit disappointed because I see a problem from this, brother.
Man, the cronyism. Well, you see one of them, they may believe there is a little glimmer of hope. Because I don't think everybody, I don't think it's sad to say, that's how we reach and that's how we are look for the glimmer of hope.
Where?
The new ambassador slated to come to Jamaica from the US.
Is that Jamaican?
Is that Jamaica?
I like it. I don't know what it's going to do for us, but I like it.
Yeah. I don't know what it's going to do for us. But the fact that when we're looking at this in the US, not that we rate them as no better country than we, you know.
Yeah.
So I'm going to rate them. But when we're looking at it, as she said, people at every level hard before the court for devious behavior.
Yeah.
I hope that somebody can come help with stamp. Because we not think they know. We don't have the ability to curb where I'm going, you know. You know what
I don't agree with that. I think we do.
No, man, look here, man. Look here. Let me tell you something. When this administration comes to power, you know, if you follow what happened, you know, all of the foreign-based assistant commissioner, you know, they send them home, you know. Let's Green send our file to arrest a senior politician, you know, and then send him home next week, you know. We catch you.
All right, brother. Give thanks. Stone. Trevor Stone out of Millbank, big up yourself. Want to say enough respect to my Bellevue people. Yeah. Talk to me.
Donovan again.
Yeah.
Alright, here, man. Well, read. I went up on a secondment or I'm up on a special leave.
The first time was a secondment.
Okay.
Then after that it was special leave.
Okay, so him secondment is finished.
Yeah.
So if him secondment finished, when he revert the secondment to was a special leave. And then in special leave now is when he want to continue with. And the government will allow him to continue with it.
Them work out a special leave.
Okay. So you know, say a cronyism that.
But I am saying something.
Yes.
What happened between the time he resigned?
What they call it? Nepotism. Nepotism. You know, this and that.
I don't know if that to happen, but when me I say, I want to hear somebody speak to us on the fact that he resigned as Minister of Education and stayed at home for a period of time collecting money when the special leave for that specific purpose was not being carried out. That is where I have a concern, my brother.
You know, we look for salaries in this country. Nurse can get salary, police can get salary, teachers can get what they want, them have to just take what they get. But you have people like the Hard Trust NTA who just freeze them salary without any form of approval and then do all of them things. And then really go and go to the yard and they have special leave and collect it.
Hey, the man so comfortable till the man asks for 5 years what I leave. Eh?
Man. When is it that somebody in this country, Daka, is going to be brought before? When is there going to be a law where you can lock up politicians?
The law is there, brother.
Is law there?
Of course.
But
here the problem. But here the problem. You remember the police then go arrest Mr. Reed?
Me, yeah. You remember what happened?
You remember what the Minister of Justice said?
Should never have happened.
Why them have to guard the man yard like Nicodemus?
Yeah.
Them should have called the man to come down a station.
No man, they should have been sent soldiers and police people like for them to do it. When the next brother did name again. When they shoot up your house and shoot up, and when they go in there, I am alone, get shot for name again.
Oh, something under the clock.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought them should have been sent me.
Me don't know, but brother,
listen man.
go give somebody else a chance.
Take care of them own.
You're there for your second round, but go give somebody else a chance because we'll come off at 11.
Take care of their own, my brother.
That's right.
Them mama tell
Yeah, yeah.
Taking care of their own.
I hope the people of Jamaica are looking.
No, they not look.
What do you mean they not look?
They come out with some more money next election and then we not get.
Later, brother. Little more.
Later. Yeah.
Then he's out of Cornwall Barracks. Talk to me.
Yes, you shut up.
Hey, where you stay so long? Where you there so long? And we are talking about...
There is no government.
Hold on, let me tell you one thing before you start, you know. We must talk about Tapper before you come off.
Alright, definitely.
Go ahead.
But look here, there is no government that could move Dodo. You remember Dodo?
Yeah?
No government could have moved Dodo. Dodo was a president on the island. Yeah?
Talk to me.
Within a state.
Like them all come pump.
Well, no more powerful than that because they had guns and ammunition and protection. Different thing now.
And connection.
Hold on, there's something, a state with a hospital, a judicial system. Shut up. This is a hidden part of Jamaican history now because none of the political tribes can afford to discuss it. Most of them support the existence of Duluth. It took the United States government enough to get out Duluth. Do you remember that?
Remember it clearly.
Okay. So, the point I'm making now is that the government here is impotent when it comes to dealing with violence and crime. They have no capacity. Otherwise, a state like Tiffany could never be erected and supported. Right?
Talk to me.
So if you connect now, what you talk about the state of emergency in Westmoreland, yeah?
Yeah.
And to connect that to what's happening with Ruel Reed,
Yeah.
you see violence.
Talk to me.
So let's not see what says that violence is a man with it, you know. The greatest violence in Jamaica is the man who committed a white-collar crime.
The man with the pen.
What? No, I have a pen in my hand, but I am not a white collar. I'm not a criminal.
Yeah.
We're talking about the people who the Jamaican society put into these positions of authority and responsibility, yes, to secure our own welfare. We can have a road between Junction and Harbour Way. Okay?
Talk to me.
With two parties in power over the last 30 years.
Yeah.
So when we get distracted by this searching for the gun violence, we're leaving men like Ruel Reed to walk around free.
Yes.
And the other men who run the other ministries, all of these men
Walk around.
I've never been inside even a police station.
Talk to me.
So I'm thinking that we are being distracted by pursuance of the gun when we must pursue the real criminals who have robbed this country for the last 50 years.
Heavily.
You mentioned, you know, that when these men are going to be brought in front of the court, they want to get noticed by police first.
Talk to me.
That is not safe society, Shaka.
No,
That
cannot be.
I am not living.
Can't be.
So the violence that we must address is not the gun violence. That is a spin-off when these young men can be those men making millions without doing anything constructive.
Just take it away from our little picnic.
No, because these youth don't have the pen and paper skills to do that. They turn to the school one thing and can turn to which is a gun. Right? They don't have the pen and paper skills that would get them into these positions. That they can rob the city without any problem. So the gun is just an expression of the frustration of what we're seeing happening at the highest level shackle. If you want to talk violence, gun violence, we must begin to point the guns at the ones that will really rob the city.
Yes.
When you go to court, they are protected by Her Majesty's court, so they get away.
Talk to me.
So what do we do, shut up?
Tell me.
You know what my suggestion is about the road?
Yeah.
I think this new political party, Mr. Patterson,
Yeah.
it must concentrate on just concentrate from St. Thomas to St. Mary.
And see if he can take that side there.
Yes, and make that be representation now in the government.
Talk.
Because otherwise there's no representation for 30 years and it's input and there's no political representation at the center.
Yeah. And it gets worse, you know.
If we get first and most against us, it's Jamaica.
I didn't hear that part.
Huh?
I didn't hear what you just said a while ago.
It's going to get worse again.
Yes.
Unless we get a political unity that is outside the state villages. I don't think Mr. What's his name?
Patterson. Yeah.
It must work with you and the people of St. Thomas, Portland and St. Mary.
Yeah.
Yeah, secession. Check the whole central government with secession.
Yeah.
Because that region that we live in, we can sustain ourselves.
And we get a raw deal.
Yeah, look here, man. It's not about the guns in sense. Because look here, the gunman then run from Tivoli, you know. That's where the first exodus began, you know.
Yeah.
They just dig up Tivoli, you know. All the violent man then move to St. Catherine, you know.
Talk
And
to
when
me.
they dig up St. Catherine, the man then move to Florida, you know.
Talk to me.
And all they do is move around the island, so you can't stop the money. You can run them around and all the mission of Portland.
We don't want them here, no.
So then how do we stop that island chief? It's foolishness. So I'm saying to the people who are listening, we have to rethink this violence issue. I recognize that the real violence is coming from the men who have the white collars and the jacket at the time.
Yes.
I almost got in the yard now, but protest don't fit in the yard. They want to finish community and start protest that we want better roads in our community.
Yes.
So, Rastafari.
No, tell me about Tapa before you leave. What do you think?
I'm afraid. No. The Federation.
Yeah.
They have to decide whether the next 6 games, what does it mean over Jamaica? If they surrender, which means that they can't qualify in their mind, then it will make sense, then they can take a change the coach.
But
If they have a vision that they can't get enough points to qualify,
yeah.
it might make sense now to change the coach.
Okay.
So if
six
they have-
out of the 7 man will vote, 7 will still try qualify.
I didn't hear you.
6 out of the 7 voted to still try and qualify.
No, it gives you a chance, mathematically, because the other teams have to stumble as well.
Right.
So the mathematical thing now is that we are not related in the case, mathematically.
Yeah.
So if you follow the mathematical theory, if you change the coach now, it means it's seriously things that you can finish in the 4th place.
So you have to try win all 6 games.
If you have to maximize all 3 home victories, which will give you the 9 points,
Yeah.
all those things are on paper though, remember that now, you know?
Yes.
So to me, changing the coach now, it should not be an emotional event.
Should be well thought out.
It has to be scientifically worked out, and it is really possible with more. I don't think it can motivate the team to play any better. Personally,
Yeah.
the motivation I think has to be the maximum to get the players to rise above what they can normally do. That's what a new coach sometimes does.
Yeah.
You know, awaken a new enthusiasm. It has to be realistic.
Yeah.
And who doesn't pay this coach now?
Well, all right. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, I'm watching it very keenly because the emotion of destroying is very strong in Jamaica.
Definitely, my brother. Bless up.
If we destroy people, then we can sustain and construct. So I am hoping that we'll make the right decision, you know?
Give thanks.
I'm a brother.
should Chris Gayle get a farewell match at home? Yeah, man, if you get a farewell match. I think all of them players that who played over those years should get a farewell match. I never like how Shanda Paul went off. A lot of the players, them I never like how them go off. Talk to me, Carla.
Hello?
Yeah, man. Huh? Yes, man, you're live on the air now. Man, good enough.
I just spoke about
Hold on for me. 954 morning.
Morning, Shaka. Okay.
Hold on the pastor, stay on the line. Yeah, go ahead, 453.
hello.
Yeah, man, may I hear you? Go ahead.
Let's talk spoke about police pay to increase.
Yes.
But I don't agree with that aspect of it because if it increase police pay, have to increase all public sector wages.
I agree to it, yeah. But
And do you think the government is in a position to take on such a responsibility at the time?
well, the 3% now go work. One. And two, I believe with the crisis that we have in crime right now, this police must get some special attention.
Do you believe an increase in wages would stop crime?
Not by itself. But it's a part of the mix to deal with the crime situation, because one of the things that we must admit, the crime is too high, continuing to go up. We need to start get crime on a downward trend.
I agree with that point about crime.
And the chairman, hold on, the chairman of the Police Federation said that the force is demotivated.
So they are demotivated as a result of not being paid a high salary.
I don't know what are the things, them. I think that is one. It's not just the salary, but that is one.
I already spoke about soldiers
Mm-hmm.
and how you want to incorporate soldiers in policing and give them authority for arrest.
All right, my argument is that we want to increase the police force by 1,000. So you take 1,000 JDF members who have tactical training, physical training, training in firearm. So what you need to train them in now is the law, and make them into police officers. So you increase the force by 1,000 within 8 weeks.
Yes. It is, it's easier said than done now.
Why can't done?
Everything in terms of crime is a collective. It has to be a collective approach now.
Why can't we take 1,000 soldiers and turn them into police?
No. We don't need what you spoke specifically about those who know.
Zozo? No, I'm talking about SOE.
No, SOE.
Zozo are foolishness, man. Zozo are wrong foolishness.
Zozo, SOE.
SOE I spoke about, states of emergency. And how the Prime Minister call it, tells me that the Prime Minister don't have a clue in what he's doing.
I think that's all I will disagree with that, Mr. Bell. I am saying crime has to start from a collective force.
Yes.
Collective effort. There's no way crime can be solved in Jamaica or in any jurisdiction without teamwork.
Mm-hmm.
What you put up, got a lot of good points to shop and trust me, I respect them, I love them. Because no, we are looking out for the criminals, no, no. First time, they were looking out for us.
Ah, whoa. No, you see, Carla, I'm say this, you know, and I tell people, my problem is Jamaica going down. And if the government fail, my country fail. So I can't sit back and relax and watch crime and take over the country. And I realize that the government don't have the vision. And I have some ideas and don't put them forward. I am putting them forward for the benefit of my country. I can't wait till PNP win 4 years from now for crime start go down. I want to see crime start go down now, tomorrow.
Yeah.
No, man, we're not even going there, so. But what I'm saying, the country has crashed right now.
Yeah, within the fact that crime is not on the highest level, and I mean, we are in a crisis in terms of a pandemic, but the crime is also a pandemic in my view.
Yeah, and we must deal with it.
I think honestly, the technocrats must be somewhere around doing their job.
No, but we're not getting the result. The proof of the pudding is in the eating.
Yes, but sometimes we can't get results. The same thing we want the results.
Well, we have waited 5 years for this result because the Prime Minister told him could have fixed it. It's 5 years we're waiting.
And I think somebody should listen to you and will say to the Prime Minister that Shaka Payment Court and explain that he has some plans that can assist in
curbing crime in Jamaica.
6 months to start seeing that downward trend. Constant downward trend within 6 months.
Yeah, but I mean, one thing I believe is that like, I mean, increasing salary of police officers, for me, is a no-no in terms of solving crime. That's a no-no.
Police don't want more money, brother. You can't send police to go face gunshot. Yeah. And when the shot them done fire and can't find him dinner.
Mr. Bell.
That can't continue.
Every job is equally important, sir.
Yeah, but not equally risky.
Yeah, but I mean, every job has its risk factor.
None with the kind of risk that the police face every day.
But alright, can I tell you that police is one of the highest civil servants in Jamaica?
Well, they're not being paid enough.
No, did you happy with that?
Go again?
Police officers are at higher level of payment in Jamaica than other public sector workers.
I hear an argument the other day that a constable, a young constable goes home with about $70,000-$80,000 after tax. Is that a fact? Something goes up?
I am not sure, but I know that. So what a teacher goes home with?
No, but if teacher and police are going with 70,000, that make no sense, brother. Me no want them to work there.
No. Does the government not afford the time, Mr. Bell, to pay better?
Yes, man.
Where's the money we can get the money from, sir?
Take back all our Ruel Reid get. Take back what Miss Ramnarak get. Take back where Guana Nessal. Take back where Guana Archos. Take back where Guana Nutrition Product.
But Mr. Bell, we would have not known about these things, you know. We put people in jobs to work, and there are some discrepancies occur.
Alright, hold on for me, I must take a break. You can hold?
No, Mr. Bell, I'm proud of that, man.
Me know see you, man, but we talk again then, brother. Come here, have a call and hold.
Yes, sir.
Alright, hold on, Pastor. I'll come to you next. Let me just take a break and forward.
In Africa,
Hold on the DP, man. Pastor, I hold a long time, you know.
Let me ask you a question.
Hold on, DP. Yeah, Pastor, go ahead.
Bless up, DP. Shaka, let me ask a quick question. I don't belong, I'm in a room. Shaka, does the Prime Minister, he have an advice?
Yeah, man, he have whole heap of advisors.
Shaka, you know, said me as a patriot in Jamaica, we may say, Angie Honest, I will run in a JP, I said, I'll come on from the ghetto. I will get the opportunity to really change things up.
Yeah.
At one point, I said, I'm willing to go down to go vote, brother. Just as we have to go down to vote for this man, I'm willing to feel early about this man. But me, the man says something now. I went for London the other day, I'm not to go to the gate. When they kill the police there,
yeah.
Me and the man said, but it called everything kind of administration and we're busy. No more put it aside and attend to crime now, because crime will get it hand. And I said, you know, me say, but Prime Minister, we can't speak to them, teach you different people.
But a long time I tell you about walk and chew gum and carry things and all the things. You have to do everything one time.
Yeah.
As leaders.
Crime, but we must shut up. Crime over the Prime Minister's agenda. Being on the Prime Minister's agenda is coming up on your agenda.
But remember that him win the election in 2016, pan, you know, that was one of the things, you know. When him saying can't deal with the crime, you know.
Yeah, and but the man was say COVID I haven't been no more attend to crime, you know, that time I get to crime and get to the even before you come in the office, brother. Are you make big promise say you can't sleep with the window open and stuff like that. So
yeah.
I mean, if you just so that brother, we have to the Jamaican people, you know.
Tell them your feel.
You have to tell ladies you start because you have to bring it so you time to save our son. But this you have to talk to Jamaican people, I don't want to be able to do them.
All right, Pastor.
You know, yeah, bless up here, man.
Bless up. Go ahead, DP.
Yeah.
Pastor, big up yourself. Colin, I have two questions. One, what is the minimum wage right now in Jamaica?
The minimum wage, I think, is 6,500 a week, something like that. Somewhere there about. Or 6,000 in that region.
7,000. No, man, it's 7,000.
It reached 7?
When? It's a long time. But anyway, I put that 7 per person.
Yeah.
If I come back to Jamaica right now and you say, if you have a property on you have paying you $5,000 a week, and I agree that it's $20,000 a month. Follow me?
Yeah.
Yes. As some loan.
Black box.
They have to hold back to that property and whatever. May I manage it? 1 month or 2 months or 3 months. After being on the job, I start selling your offer to other people.
to make up for the shortfall. Would that be fair?
I'm going to get the fullness of what you just said. I'm going to get the fullness. You work on the property.
If you hire me for $5,000 a week.
Yeah.
And I agree to the $5,000.
Yeah.
But shortly after being in the job or a while after being in the job, you will get wind that I am set to suffer. And my reason is because you are underpaying me.
No.
Right.
No.
Okay. So should I still be on the job at Lapradale or whatever the service is? I quit the job because you're not paying me something.
No.
Okay. And I'm saying that in regards to what Mr. Brown's main line was, and I agree with
about the police?
Yes.
But you're missing one point. Hold on, but you're missing one point. If I employ you at the $5,000 and I decide that every year we are going to negotiate an increase, and when the year comes, I drag my foot upon the negotiation and stretch out the negotiation for over 6 months, is that fair?
That is not fair.
Okay. So in the police argument, remember now the police are trying to negotiate with the government from a couple months well ago to deal with the salary, because every year the contract you negotiate salary increase.
But you're not being fair. You're not being fair.
Not being fair about what?
Because they're negotiating. What is it that they're negotiating?
What percentage will go increase by? And the police now agree, and then them say them demotivate. Them not agree yet. Because what the police are saying, that what you are putting on the table, me no want that.
I hear you telling, but that's not fair either to the government.
Did the Prime Minister, hold on, did the Prime Minister in 2016 promise the police?
Let me talk. I agree to work for $5,000. Right? Go back to me and your argument. But you said what happened. It's not to say that every year you're going to get a 1% or 2. We're going to negotiate every year.
Exactly.
You cannot or you should not use that to say because we have not met an agreement. Because remember, negotiation no means you're going to get the 10% where you demand,
Not necessarily. And negotiation don't mean that every time I am going to take the 2 or the 3% that you offer.
Exactly, but guess what happened? While negotiation is taking place, you're still being paid your salary, correct?
Yes.
So that's why the argument for the chairman putting forward to say the police are demotivated. That means they need to get out of policing because they're still getting their salary. So the negotiation should not affect them fighting crime. Their job.
Let me ask you a question. Did the Prime Minister promise the police in 2016 that he's going to take care of them properly?
I don't know. You're putting that forward. I don't know that.
Oh boy.
I don't know.
I'm gonna say something to you, D.
No, but Khalid, hear me and say, because we need to stop. We need to stop pushing about this crime thing. No government, I told it before and I'm going to stick by it. There's 2 things that the PNP or the JLP should stop using as a campaign base. One is the economy and the other is crime. And let me do the first one first. Our economy is based on demand and supply. The dollar slide when more people running down the dollar. Just like anything else. If I'm in car rental, when it's in peak season, I am going to charge more per day for my car than when it is off-peak season. It's just like anything else. The same system that we get to buy Christmas and Valentine, they sell 12 months. But when it's that period, it goes up. The next thing is crime. Neither the PNP or the JLP has proven that they have what it takes to fix our problems. So we need to stop campaigning on it. And you say you don't want to wait until 4 years from now for crime to go down. But I have a question for you. If the government fix crime and fix the economy now, what PNP is going to run on or use as their campaigning?
Before I answer you, I'm going to ask you a question based on the statement that you just made about campaigning on crime. What did the PNP said about crime in the last 2 elections? What did they promise?
What the PNP promised about crime?
Yeah, you said they shouldn't campaign on crime?
I can't recall. I can't recall.
What did the GLP promise?
I can't recall.
You can't?
I'm not following it that much. Because 2016, I just say every Saturday.
It's the 2 last election, me saying, so it includes 2016.
You would say Andrew promised for people sleep for them door open.
Me, you never hear it. No, you never hear when Andrew promised that.
No, I did not hear that. I hear people saying it, sir.
Well, I'm gonna send. I have the clip, so I'm gonna send it to you, so you can hear it for yourself. No, but hold on.
But my point is, every Jamaican believes that every politician is going to win election, and they're going to be left up the responsibility to protect themselves to the government. They're living under one rock.
So you say all of the people who vote for Andrew because in same or deal with crime live under rock?
And I want to think that 2016, the people have the more vote for them, whatever package, how people never work the year, say, did they expect to get 18% year, 2000.
So let me ask you something.
That's what they mean.
So let me ask you something, DP. If you believe you have the answer to deal with crime, like you know, I believe that I can get crimes sorted out. You don't think you should come forward and say it?
I'm not saying no, but you're answering my question to say if they give JLP, if tomorrow morning we wake up and crime is down and the economy is booming and everything nice and every public sector getting wages when they want and it's comfortable, what will the PMP use to run the campaign on?
But DP, let me tell you something. Hold on, stop. No, you ask me some question, I'm going to answer them. You ask me some question, I'm going to answer them. Because you see, you don't have to know who not talk to when you not talk. Because you ask me now if the GLP fix crime and fix the economy where PNP are going to run. But what do I care? If my country is doing well, that is my hope and my intention, and that's what will make me happy. I don't care if it's PNP I do it well or if it's GLP I do it well. I want the country to run well. You understand me, Chungy? So nobody not ask me about if GLP fix crime and fix the economy where PNP are going to do. It's what Jamaica do, and that me I deal with. No. Somebody ask me about what PNP are going to do if GLP fix crime. What kind of rubbish that, man?
Trust me.
Put some sense in the thing, man. And step up the level of discussion when you're talking to me.
I am, Colin, I am happy that that is your stand, but guess what happened? I think that is a short step from answering my question.
A short step?
Question.
A short step? When we say earlier, hold on. When we say, hold on, DP, stop. What did I say earlier when me I give the Prime Minister the ideas them? When you just repeat, so me say, me no want wait till 4 years when PNP win again. If crime start go down. What me say anything different? Me want to see crime go down now. And if it go down under the GLP, I'm happy.
It's not like we're arguing. We want to have a conversation.
No. Me I tell you loud and hard when you ask me rubbish.
Let me repeat. No, why you call it rubbish?
If the GLP fix crime, I will be the happiest man.
Alright, so let me do this, because I think I need to do this. The psychological training when I have tell me this. Let me say, when I said you, I did not mean what Colin Bell is going to use. I meant collectively the TNT.
No, but if you ask me that question, I still not care. No, but if you ask me that question and me have answer, I can't the PNP have answer.
I tell you what, that was a rhetorical question. Don't leave that, you don't have to answer.
No, but me answer you already. Me answer you already. That if crime fix and the economy fix, I will be happy. Very happy.
Colin,
talk to me.
Answer a question that is rubbish. So let me repeat what I say.
No, man. If you ask a question, you deserve an answer. But you also deserve for me to tell you the question and not for me.
It's not a question. Smart people are listening to your program. Not only idiots listening to it. You know what I say? If you fix crime and economy are morning, this is a statement DMM is making. If crime is under control of morning and the economy is under control, the PMP has nothing to run on. And what is the purpose of a political party?
But you know the next one we have to fix too? You know the next one we have to fix? The raping of the country. The level of corruption and theft that is going on in this country, that taxpayers' money are going into people's pocket without working for it.
I agree.
Add that to the package.
Every party have scandals. Every party have things in them classes.
No other administration in this country whether PNP or GLP administration has been tainted in corruption as much as this one. No other.
Let me ask you one final question before I run. Can you believe in Allah, Jesus, and Christianity and all of that? Is there big sin and little sin?
Big sin and little sin. The level of punishment in sin are different. Some sin them say you have to put to death for.
I ask you if God and Jesus are big sin different from little sin.
Well, him say if your sin is as small as a mustard seed, you can't enter the gates. And as I said a while ago, punishment for certain sins are different.